materials, text, and also tasks. In this meeting, I will, share my understanding with you about these three kinds of elements that are actually important and also crucial in materials development. So before you develop materials, it is actually important for you to understand the differences between materials, text, and also tasks. What is text? What is tasks? What is material? Okay, let me show you the yes, here it is. All right, so materials, text, and also tasks. What comes in your mind when you heard the word material? Well, the context is in English language teaching, as of course, yeah. Materials. When we talk about materials, maybe you will go to your mind will go to books, internet, audio, listening, materials, for example, video and others. Yes, those are materials. So what is the difference between materials and text, miss? Okay, we will discuss this further. I don't think the time will be enough for me to explain about tasks, so I think the tasks will be explained later after this two first, yeah. Next meeting probably we'll discuss more about tasks. We will go, okay. Alright, so this is the outline of the presentations or explanations today. I will provide you with these three things, so definitions, types, and also examples. So the definitions of materials, and then the types of materials, and also the example of material first. And then we will go on to the definition of text, and then the types of text, and also the example of text. Later on, I will also want you to share the example of the text or example of materials based on your understanding. So I will ask you to find those in the internet, for example. Alright, so we go to the definition first. Material is actually anything which is used to help the language learners or students to learn. So this is the definition from Tomlinson actually. Brian Tomlinson is one of the experts in materials development. So he wrote many books, yeah, and many articles about materials development. And this is the definition of material from him. Jadi anything, so material can be anything that can help the students. Di sini konteksnya adalah students ya untuk belajar bahasa Inggris. So it's not for learning other thing, but for learning language. What kind of material or what type of material? Probably some of you or most of you already familiar with these kinds of materials. So with these two types of materials, we have two here, authentic materials and also created materials or non-authentic. Authentic materials is also known as real world material. So those things that we can find in our daily life, for example, like recipe and then announcement, and then when you are in the airport, for example, so you can find the schedule of the plane or of the airplane, for example, or in the train station, for example, yeah. So those are the authentic materials, the materials that are designed not specifically for pedagogical things or pedagogical purposes. So those materials are made not for the classroom purposes. They are made simply because it is needed by the people. When you, for example, when you are in the airport or when you are in the railway stations, for example, you will hear the announcement in English. in bahasa Indonesia first, and then after that the narrator will or the announcer will announce in English. So two languages there, Indonesian and English. So the English announcement is called authentic material there, in the form of announcement. So that is what is it? Authentic material, and it is spoken material, because you cannot you cannot read that announcement, but you can hear only the announcement. So that is spoken material, for example, that is made not for the classroom purposes, but that is made for the passengers of the train or the passengers of the airplane. So that is one of the examples. Another example, probably like TV materials, like news. When you watch BBC News, for example, or when you watch what else? BBC, VOA, and even I forget the station, the TV station in Korea, the one that is broadcasting in English. Yeah. So those kinds of TV broadcasts, what is it? It's called authentic materials as well, because that is in the form of news. Oke, itu tadi adalah authentic materials. So we go further now on the next type of material, that is created material. Jadi ada dua tadi, authentic sama created. So created means create. So someone or people is intentionally creates the materials for the classroom purposes. Say, for example, like teachers, English teachers here, yeah, English teacher creates a certain material for teaching. So that is called created materials. So they are specifically designed or developed to teach from the teacher to the students. Okay, so only for the classroom teaching and learning processes. What are the examples? So these are the examples of authentic and also creative materials. Yeah, I already mentioned two examples of authentic materials. Yeah, the first one announcement tadi, saya sudah menyampaikan announcement, contohnya di airport atau di kereta api, misalnya di stasiun. Contoh lain misalnya tadi TV materials, news, berupa news misalnya, atau contoh lain misalnya dari magazines, newspapers, poems. So when you find like poems in English, so that is authentic material. Brochures, advertisement, yeah, advertisement. So many advertisement right now written in English. Yeah. Those are the authentic materials. So they are created, not specifically designed to teach English, but they are actually there for the people, because the people need them in real life, misalnya. Kemudian, ya, say for example like advertisement. Advertisement itu kan iklan ya. Ya memang itu dibutuhkan oleh si apa namanya, si perusahaan untuk mempromosikan produknya seperti itu. Jadi kan memang dia tidak sengaja dibuat untuk ngajar kayak gitu, tapi memang sudah ada kayak gitu. So that is authentic materials. What about created materials? Created materials are those which are made or which are specifically developed to teach, ya, simply to teach. Jadi memang tujuannya untuk mengajar bahasa Inggris gitu. Jadi materi yang dipakai sama guru untuk mengajar, khusus untuk mengajar saja, itu disebut non-authentic materials atau created materials. Apa saja? For example, we have textbook, handout, puzzle, crossword puzzle, close puzzle, kemudian ada role play cards, kemudian ada flash cards, ada picture stories, ada worksheet, ada workbook, dan seterusnya. Atau audio listening materials yang mungkin memang hanya dipakai khusus untuk mengajar. Contohnya kalau misalkan belajar TOEFL, ya, listeningnya itu kan memang specifically made untuk ngajar, misalnya untuk ngajar TOEFL misalnya. Kemudian well, another type. Jadi kalau tadi dibagi berdasarkan fungsinya, dia dipakai untuk mengajar atau tidak. Jadi digunakan di real life atau digunakan hanya untuk mengajar saja. Nah, yang ini adalah types of materials based on the physical conditions or physical conditions ya. Jadi ada yang printed, ada yang non-printed, ada yang bisa both printed or non-printed. For printed, for example, we have books, of course, worksheets, workbook, what else? Flashcards, probably ya. Kemudian tadi yang cards kayak gitu lah ya. So those are materials, printed materials. What about non-printed, Miss? Ya, yang tidak bisa yang tidak bisa yang nggak printed gitu ya, yang nggak dicetak tentunya. Ada audio materials di sana, kaset, audio, kemudian ada juga video, atau mungkin yang kekinian yang mungkin sekarang sedang banyak diminati adalah podcast, for example. So podcast is one of the non-printed, one of the examples of non-printed materials. Kemudian ada juga yang both printed and non-printed. Misalnya self-access materials, jadi materi yang diakses sendiri oleh diri sendiri. Kemudian materi yang ada di internet sebenarnya adalah bisa dalam bentuk non-printed, tapi juga bisa dicetak kayak gitu. Okay, so before we go to the definition of text, I would like to show you an example of textbook or a course book, yeah, and then we will see the materials there. Wait. Oke, mungkin nanti saja ya, kita lanjutkan dulu saja ke definitions of text. Jadi kalau tadi kan ada materials, kemudian sekarang text. Jadi materi itu jadi kayak gini, teks itu adalah bagian dari materi, tapi materi itu bisa lebih broader atau lebih luas daripada teks saja kayak gitu ya. Jadi kalau mau dibuat diagram kayak gitu, teks adalah bagian dari materi kayak gitu. So teks, ketika teman-teman mendengar kata teks itu bayangannya tuh written gitu ya, tapi tidak melulu written. Jadi teks itu bisa spoken, bisa juga written. Di bahasa Inggris itu kan kita ada dua empat skills ya, listening, speaking, reading, sama writing. Kemudian biasanya listening dan speaking itu kan satu cycle, namanya spoken cycle. Kemudian reading dan writing itu cycle-nya namanya written cycle. Nah, untuk bisa students nanti sambil ya teman-teman pasti sudah, karena semester lalu sudah latihan bikin RPP, pasti sudah pernah mendengar ya, kalau salah satu tujuan belajar siswa adalah bisa menulis sebuah teks misalnya, atau bisa memproduksi sebuah teks lisan atau teks tertulis kayak gitu. Nah, teks lisan itu adalah yang bentuknya spoken tadi, sementara kalau teks tertulis itu adalah yang teks written tadi. Oke. Jadi text can be anything in the form of spoken or written kayak gitu, yang dia digunakan untuk teaching language of course di sini maksudnya adalah teaching English seperti itu ya. In this context, of course, it's English language teaching. Jadi ada karakteristiknya itu apa saja sih, kemudian dia bisa disebut dengan teks seperti itu. So it is normally made up of several sentences that together create a structure or a unit, such as letter, a report, and then essay. Nah, itu kan dia terdiri atau terbuat ya, tersusun dari beberapa structure atau terdiri dari beberapa sentences yang dia kemudian menjadi sebuah makna. Misalnya contohnya ada surat, kemudian ada report, ada essay misalnya. Itu yang tertulis kayak gitu ya. Kalau yang Even yang bisa both spoken sama written itu contohnya tadi adalah announcement. Say for example like we can hear announcement in the airport or in the railway stations. We can hear the spoken announcement announced by the announcer, for example. But on the other hand, we can also see and read the announcement in the form of written announcement there in the airport or in the railway stations gitu. Jadi ada yang spoken atau written kayak gitu. Tapi tentu mereka tersusun dari beberapa sentences. Tapi however there is also one word text. Misalnya contohnya adalah warning sign. Cuma ada kata danger kayak gitu doang atau stop. Nah, itu juga sebuah teks. It has distinctive structural and discourse characteristics. Jadi punya discourse characteristics yang berbeda kayak gitu. Contohnya misalkan kayak teks naratif dengan teks deskriptif itu kan beda karakteristiknya ya. Strukturnya beda, kemudian discourse atau bahasa yang digunakan itu juga beda, kemudian apa sih kalau menurut bahasa KIKD yang di kurikulum itu adalah fungsi sosial, kemudian apa namanya structure ya, jadi struktur teksnya itu berbeda, kemudian fungsi sosialnya juga berbeda seperti itu. Ketika ngomongin teks naratif tentu dia fungsinya berbeda dan struktur teksnya juga berbeda dengan procedure misalnya, procedure yang untuk how to something gitu ya, how to make an omelette itu kan resipi misalnya, how to turn on the camera atau how to turn on the apa misalnya how to turn on your camera during the Zoom meeting. Nah, itu kan adalah steps, itu kan sudah procedure text, itu kan sudah berbeda fungsinya dengan teks naratif tadi misalnya. Ini sekalian yang nomor 3 ya, sorry. It has a particular communicative function or purpose. Jadi ada tujuannya. Tadi sudah saya sebutkan tujuannya misalkan ya, kayak tujuannya teks procedure untuk apa sih? Itu pasti ada tujuannya kan. Jadi teks itu adalah sekelompok kata, sekelompok sentences yang menjadi sebuah unit, kemudian dia punya tujuan tertentu. Text procedure misalnya, procedure text they have functions or purpose to tell the others how to do something or how to make something, so they have a certain functions atau purpose kayak gitu. Memang dibuat ada tujuannya. Kemudian teks apa lagi misalnya deskriptif misalnya, kemudian recount atau report, itu kan juga punya fungsi masing-masing kayak gitu. It can often only be fully understood in relation to the context in which it occurs. Jadi kadang hanya bisa dipahami di konteks di mana itu terjadi kayak gitu. Jadi misalkan kayak tadi ada teks apa namanya advertisement atau mungkin announcement. Announcement itu kan hanya bisa dipahami konteksnya ketika dia ada di sebuah tempat tertentu. Misalnya kalau announcement-nya adalah di kereta api, pemberhentian berikutnya ada di stasiun mana kayak gitu. Ladies and gentlemen, this train will arrive at Yogyakarta Station misalnya. For those of you who will end your trip in Yogyakarta stations, please prepare your belongings misalnya. Nah, itu kan hanya bisa dipahami di konteks ketika orang itu ada di kereta untuk dia bisa segera siap-siap untuk turun kayak gitu. Karena dia keretanya kan berhenti di stasiun berikutnya. So that is text. Well, the examples of text here, we have some examples. Descriptive, narrative, recount, explanation, exposition, procedure, report, manual, advertisement, announcement, captions, invitation, letter or messages or email, or even now we have like ya caption di Instagram ada ya. Mungkin kalau letter messages itu mungkin sekarang konteksnya adalah chat ya, di WhatsApp messages misalnya, or line messages. Songs, we have job applications, greeting card, notice, and so on and so forth. Ini adalah sedikit, nggak sedikit juga ya, sebagian teks yang ada di KIKD di kurikulum 2013 SMP, SMA, SMK. Okay, now I will go to certain examples of this is the example of this is the textbook actually, the one that I haven't showed you this, but this is the book from the Ministry of Education and Culture for grade, I don't know, for grade 10, I guess. Yeah.